Alright, we are live. Sorry I had to be 15 minutes late. Just, finished the workout today. But, anyway, today we'll be doing Pokemon Leafgreen with Venomoth, the mascot of Scott. So, yeah, well, on his channel it's a Psychic Flying type, but on this channel it's, Bug Poison, because he didn't give me the patch for it, sadly. So we are gonna have a worse typing. But anyway, I hope y'all had plenty of time to look over the stats in the move pool. This thing, I think, is straight up going to be worse than how Crobat went. The reason I went Crobat and Venomoth was because those are Pokemon both used by Janine and Koga at some points. So I figured it would have been a pretty good theming to have. But the fact is that we only start with Tackle, Disable, Foresight, and Supersonic. Ugh. And our next move is Confusion at level 17. I can guarantee you we need level 17 for Brock. There is no way we're beating him without Confusion. And then after that, it's just Leech Life and Gust, Psybeam. Honestly, by the time we get Psybeam, we might already have Psychic. I'm not even kidding. And sadly enough, Sludge Bomb is in the post-game, so I can't even get that. The only other good moves that are worth learning by TM and stuff like that are Giga Drain, Solar Beam, and Aerial Ace. Pretty much it. And our stats aren't really the best. Like 65 attack and 90 special attack with 90 speed. Not the best. So because of that, we're going with a Quiet Nature, which is plus... Wait, what is Quiet Nature again? Ah, dude. Quiet. Okay, it's plus special attack minus speed. We're gonna need to be a very high level for the end game anyway, so we need all the special attack we can get. Alright, so I'm just gonna read some of these notes right here. Let's see. We have reasons to use physical moves for Flail Psychic types, plus we do need levels to make the Champion Charizard and Lance manageable. Brock, grind to level 17. We might want to train the Forest for HP and defense over speed. And then Misty, we won't need the Person Berry. Grab Thief. Leech Life hilariously cannot two-shot Starmie. Fight a lot of trainers in the Mount Moon Nugget Bridge section. Grab Secret Power. Be Misty at level 25. Okay, so our moveset for the early-ish mid-game will be Confusion, Thief, Secret Power, Leech Life. But, yeah, why don't we just get started, shall we? Oh, our ability. Our ability is Shield Dust. I like this ability. It prevents secondary effects of moves. The main thing, Rock Tomb cannot lower my speed. Thunder Shock and Spark cannot paralyze. Ember cannot burn. What's another good example? Moves like Headbutt can't flinch me. Bite cannot flinch me. Like, secondary effects just straight up don't exist. Anyway. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna just get that potion just in case. Ooh, female Venomoth. Nice, first try. Actually, I don't think the gender matters. I don't know if we're using Attract. We might be. Who knows? Hey, Boss KO. But yeah, we are going to need to be level 17 for Brock. But I'm going to try and save my training for the forest. The forest is a better place to do training. The XP is better, and it's generally safer. Mostly going to be lurking because work. That's fine. And Venomoth's back sprite's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to heal up, but I'm not going to deposit my HM users because that whole weird crash... let me buy some potions. That might have been too many potions, but I have to train to level 17 anyway. That glitch with this ROM that I'm using that we found out about during the Ditto run, where if I black out on a wild Pokemon, the game soft locks. That still hasn't been fixed. It's a problem with Scott's patch. It's an error he never realized until now. So to prevent that from happening, if I'm ever going to be training in the wild for the early game, I'm going to keep my HM users in my party. Like, just in case I faint, I can just send something else out and run away. Blacking out on trainers, fortunately, doesn't break anything. Yeah, this is definitely way too many potions. I should not have bought that many. Also, with Shield Dust blocking secondary effects, moves like String Shot still work on me. Because how that move works, String Shot lowering speed is its main effect. It's not its secondary effect, so that's fine. So, like, Rock Tomb can't lower my speed, but String Shot can. I may want to go to the center now. No. I think I have enough tackles to fight the mandatory bug catcher. I mean, I have Supersonic as well. There we go. That wasn't too bad. It's a shame that doing something like blackout training on anybody is not going to work. Okay, I am not fighting Pikachus. I learned my lesson from last time. There's no paralyze heals in the forest. Also, it's a good idea to disable Harden on the Metapod, so that way it uses Struggle. I mean, yes, it's doing damage, but the point is, it cannot damage, it cannot, make me take like 1,000,000 tackles to kill it, which is a good thing. Alright, there is still one more trainer I gotta fight. This guy. I could theoretically backtrack to the optional rival. I don't even know if that'd be worth it. His XP yields are not that good. Plus, his Pidgey has Sand Attack. No, it's not worth it. His XPs aren't good. Plus, it's a lot of time to backtrack. You know how it is. And I'm kind of upset. If the junior trainer in Brock's gym still had a Diglett on his team, I would blackout train on that 100%. I'm literally just having the Metapod kill itself. There we go. That was slow. But now I'm gonna need to go heal again. Just shame there's no good way to train here. But on the bright side, doing this training gets me HP and defense CVs, which is good. So, how's everyone's day doing? Mine went okay. I sold a box of 3,300 bulk Pokemon cards and like 20 like illustration rares and like EXs and stuff for like $80. I mean, I definitely undersold the value of some of those cards for sure, but beats me having to do any work. I mean, I still technically have a product that I need to open. For the card I'm not sure if I want to record this for the card channel or whatnot, because I've been noticing the only content that really tends to do good on that channel is the shorts. The longer form videos don't really do that good, and the quality hasn't been the best because I don't really have a good setup for it yet. But as of right now, I have 2 of these Mega Latios EX boxes that have Mega Evolution in it. Wow, that thing did not have a single chance to hit itself. You went under? I mean, honestly, I just guessed hour and a half. Who knows? I might be overestimating it. Because right now, we have to train to level 17. You might think a potential strat would be like disabling Rock Tomb, but not really. Hey, Empty Eyes. Yeah, this is some of the lesser fun solo runs, the ones that have to do Brock grinds. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing grinds, like, if I'm aiming for, like, particular EVs and stuff, because, like, I'm working toward a goal, but just getting to a level for the sake of getting to that level it's awful. But I don't know why they gave this thing such a crappy starting moveset. You know, it's funny though, at level 1 this thing does learn Silver Wind, but due to the way it's arranged, it's only by move reminder. If I do want it though, I know where a big mushroom is, and I could go to the Sevi Islands to get it, but honestly, Silver Wind being a physical move, not really sure I'll use it, but the chance of an Omni Boost could be something. I think I might want to scroll further in my notes and see. I may as well read the rest of my notes. Surge is Surge, spam Secret Power. Alright, then the mid-game, we're going to get Psychic right away. Rocket Hideout, Tower, Erica, Cycling Road Training, Koga, Safari Zone, Vitamins, Sylph, Sabrina, then Blaine. Get the black glasses. Grab Return. Fight Erica with Psychic. I mean, Venonat literally starts with all these same moves. I think just minus Supersonic. Be level 50 for Rival 5. Oh, it'll be nice once we get Sleep Powder for sure. That'll be really good. Do we end up using Substitute at all? Because it looks like up until Giovanni's Gym, we're holding on to both Psybeam and Psychic for extra power points. I mean, then again, I guess with Sleep Powder, there really isn't a need. Alright, let's see. My moveset for the League is going to be Psychic, Thief, Sleep Powder, and Substitute with Black Glasses. This is your favorite Ghost Bug type? Scott didn't send me the Ghost Bug patch for this Pokemon. For some reason on my overlay it shows Bug Poison, but I think Scott's, I think he's gatekeeping Venomoth's other typings. Alright, before Lance, teach Attract over Thief. I'm just turboing the A button, moving up and down. Sleep Powder Substitute is pretty nice. That is it is a pretty good combo. Yeah, Red, I agree. I'm just reading further ahead. Substitute and Prey Pidgeot uses Sin Attack Feather Dance if it doesn't reset. Wait. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, the Champion's Pidgeot's going to be very annoying with Substitute, because since we're weak to flying, he could just be like, you know what? I feel like attacking today. I don't want to waste this XP, so... Dude, I hate Supersonic. It's one of the worst moves of all time. What the fuck? Come on, I don't want to waste this XP. Does Caterpie not... Caterpie must not be weak to hitting itself. Wow. This Caterpie sure is something. I'm just seeing how long this is gonna take. Come on. Wow, I ran out of Supersonics. Okay. That Caterpie wasn't having it. I'm currently shiny hunting Eevee in ZA. Nice, I know a lot of people have been attempting to shiny hunt. I would wait until I get the shiny charm. But from what I've heard, in order to get the shiny charm, you have to do 1,000 battles. I mean, that's gonna be freaking rough. I've heard of people beating the main game with like 200 to their name, and I don't think those are counted towards the 1,000. Maybe they are? I don't know. I mean, it gives you something to do. Yeah, that's the strong... It's the alpha Caterpie, exactly. One thing I will say, though, one of my main problems with the game, it doesn't make sense that alpha Pokemon exist in modern-day Lumiose. Like, the way they were presented in Legends Arceus made it seem like an ancient thing, but then apparently they're in a modern city. I feel like that wasn't really explained too well in the story. I haven't beaten the game yet, but I'm just guessing. Doesn't make too much sense. But I will say though, I did almost get killed by a alpha Sharpedo. And you know how in battle, like whenever you send out a Pokemon, this is like in general, when you throw out like a Carvanha or a Sharpedo, it's just floating around. I literally saw a Sharpedo get out of the water to try and follow me and try to crunch me to death. It was a funny sight to see. The Mega Energy, I'm assuming? Maybe. You know what's interesting? I've been seeing people on X show off that it's only been a week since the game's been out, right? And you know what people are doing already? They're already starting second playthroughs. Now I'm thinking, why? Like, what I've been doing as of recently in the newer Pokemon games, starting with Sword and Shield, I've been attempting to make living dexes. I've made a living dex for Sword and Shield, not including DLC, because the DLC don't have Pokedexes, so I didn't really count those. I essentially made it get a living dex towards the Shiny Charm. That was my goal. I did it for Sword and Shield, and then I did it for Legends Arceus, because it's kind of required. And also Scarlet and Violet. But in Scarlet and Violet as well, I've not only gotten a full living dex in the main dex and got the Shiny Charm, I got a complete living dex in the Kitakami dex, and in the Blueberry dex, I got every Pokemon except for Iron Boulder and Iron Crown. Those are the only two I don't have. So essentially, I finished it. I'll definitely do the same thing in ZA as well. It's a lot of fun, though. Sorry, when I was talking to somebody. Hey John, can't wait to see you stream ZA. I think I will only start streaming ZA when I do the ranked battles, like the one towards the Greninjite, for example. I think when I stream those, and it will be an occasional thing. But honestly, the next thing I really want to do is when Coliseum and XD come out onto GameCube Classics for the Switch 2, I'm gonna stream a Let's Play for both games. Hey kid, what are you doing? I'm going for level 17 to get Confusion. On the bright side, we're getting a lot of defense and HP, which is nice. I have an Alpha Dragonair and a Shiny one. I'm actually using like 60 Pokemon, probably EV trained. I do not understand EVs in that game. I don't know if they're like the exact same or whatnot. But besides, I'll probably wait a few months before I ever stream ZA, because I don't want to attract the kinds of commenters that are like, okay, you're a Nintendo shill, you're only liking this game because you make Pokemon content, you should play Silk Song, and by the way, I'm gonna unsub. I'm gonna wait a little bit before I stream ZA, let that all cool over, because it's just ridiculous, the amount of hatred that game's been getting. It's not a similar kind of hatred to what games like, Scarlet and Violet and BDSP have gotten. It's more of a disappointment rather than a hatred. But what I've been seeing with this, it's more like I don't know what the appropriate comparison is. It's also more like hatred towards the players too, because there are people saying like, just you like playing the game and liking it is the equivalent of you supporting every business decision Nintendo has ever done, and like, no one thinks like that. Yeah, that was easy, Brock. But then again, 17 was the minimum. I could not do it any lower. I've already gotten some bracers. Dude, there's bracers in that game too? Huh. Honestly, I'm happy Electros got a Mega Evolution, but then I realized it came at the cost of losing Levitate. I'm sure next time... hold on a sec. I'm sure next... I'm hoping Mega Evolutions will stay for Generation 10. Hopefully it's not just a Legends ZA thing. Hope not. But, if they do stick around to a game where there are abilities, I hope Mega Electros sticks with Levitate. No, like, it's the kind of hatred where people were also going after the players, too. Yeah, Red, it's not exactly that simple. Like, I'm sure you guys have heard of the content creator called Smith Plays Pokemon. He makes all those legacy ROM hacks, which I've never played. But he made a video talking about, like, the kind of hate ZA was getting. Not only his video was getting completely ratioed with dislikes, but a lot of the comments were extremely negative towards him. It was insane. I even saw people saying they were going to unsub. Yeah, John, I feel like Megas won't be coming back, like, after ZA, which is probably why they're making DLC, so we can get more fun with Megas. They generally haven't been bringing back, like, gimmicks to other games. Each generation seems like now will just have its own gimmick. I could be wrong, you never know. But, yeah. Poison powder, gross. The new cross-app console games can have Megas? That I believe it will, yes. I think it has all the gimmicks in it, if I remember correctly. Okay, I'm gonna teach Thief in the place of Supersonic. Oh my god. You know, I better get this. Dude. I hate accidentally bumping the L button on my controller. Since Scott's patch auto default sets the options, it sets to fast, off, and set. Normally, when I used to do my options menu in this game, I also turned off the help mode, so if I accidentally press the L button, that screen doesn't pop up. I'm guessing it's not a problem, because I think for Gen 3, Scott probably doesn't map the L and R buttons. I don't even think he knew that even existed. I mean, I wouldn't mind if Megas were gone. Like, I'm not saying I hate them, but it is most likely that whenever the new Gen 10 games launch, Megas probably won't be in it. There'll probably be some sort of other gimmick. I mean, I do like the fact that Pokemon, like, each new generation will think of a new gimmick. Some of them have sucked, but some of them were really good. At least they're trying new things. Alright, yeah, we're gonna do Nugget Bridge first. The funny thing is, since the opponent Gen 8 and Gen 9 are so strong, I don't think Megas would be too broken. It was mainly the abilities on some of them that made them broken. Oh, and also something I've learned from Shadow Stitch. Normally when a Pokemon Mega Evolves, it only gains 100 base stat points. But some of the one new Mega in Legends ZA, Mega Starmie, yeah, that thing. It doesn't have an extra 100, it has an extra 140. And Shadow Stitch was telling me that if Mega Starmie had an ability, it would be Huge Power. Because Legends ZA had to give Mega Mawile and Mega Medicham extra attack to make up for the fact that Huge Power is not in the game. And that's why their base stat upgrades were higher than 100. But, Mega Starmie with Huge Power, oh god. The idea of changing your Pokemon type mid-battle is cool. The Chandeliers were just ugly. I mean, you give and you take. Some of them I liked. Like the Ghost one. Like, the Ghost Terra Hat being just the Gen 1 Ghost was pretty cool. I liked the Steel one, too. I think the worst one... probably the Fairy one. It's just a heart. I don't know, maybe I'm a little harsh on it. I don't think they're ugly. Yeah, John, I'm not sure Terra would stay, though. Honestly, imagine if they make a Pokemon game that had no gimmick in it. I highly doubt they ever would do that again, but just imagine. The Earth one? It could have been better, I agree. I really need to fix the Nidorans. Yokai? Yes, the Steel Dragon Venomoth. Scott's been gatekeeping the patch. For some reason, my Venomoth isn't changing types. You mean Gen 5? I'm still holding out that Generation 10 will introduce Gen 5 remix. Hey, shame it's too bad Venomoth doesn't learn Sleep Powder until it ends up seeing the high level. Welcome to Generation 1 Bulbasaur. In Generation 1, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur don't get it till the late 40s, mid 50s. It's insane. Just how late those things get Sleep Powder. They may as well not have it. The thing with Mega, they messed up by not making specific Talos. Every gimmick after that was tied specifically to the region. True. Megas are pretty much... I mean, Megas really weren't... Like, I think at the time, it wasn't really the generational gimmick. People expected it to be a hearsay. But then, like, in Gen 7, like, they still had Megas, but they were locked to the post-game. In the battle tree, you had to grind to get those Mega Stones. But then after Gen 8, they got rid of it in favor of Terastallization. Or not Terastallization, what's the word? Gigantamaxing. Which, a lot of people did not like. Because obviously people did not like the fact that Megas were going away. Because they had been in the series for 2 whole generations. And then they replaced it with that. That made a lot of people really upset. See ya, John. You say it was discovered in Kalos. I think so, yeah. Gen was made by a bunch of tiny group Japanese dudes. Oh, dude. That was an accident. Oh, starting tomorrow, for our Crystal backports, we're actually going to be starting a new Mega Evolution backport series. We're actually going to be playing Pokemon Crystal with all the Pokemon backports. Or no, all the Mega Pokemon as backports. Our first one tomorrow is going to be Mega Scolipede. Hey, Shadow. Dealing with a power outage? Dang. I do agree it was too overpowered when it was introduced, but I think the way Legends EA handled it is a lot better because they made it have a they made it so you can only stay Mega Vault for a limited amount of time before you go back to normal. It was kind of the one thing I liked about Dynamaxing is Dynamaxing only lasted for 3 turns and then you were just done. I think if Generation 6 had Megas to where you could only stay Mega Vault for 3 turns and then you were done, people would think more carefully on when to Mega Evolve. I think that would have balanced it a lot better. But yeah, I didn't just do the simple thing of like backporting the Mega Pokemon. No, I even added a new item to the game called Megastone, and the starter will be holding it. So that way when we pick it up, it'll be holding a Megastone, and it looks more realistic. Yeah, that will most likely just be a ZA thing, true. Yeah, it's always weird thinking about how the Legends games works, because at the same time, like, we're supposed to do 2 things at once. They're main series games, but at the same time, they function very differently. Okay, yeah, I should have just used Secret Power. Right, you sprite is so handsome. Okay, what am I doing at this section of the game? Before heading to the hideout, make a pit stop for Psychic. Teach Psychic over Secret Power. We'll use Black Glass's Thief for Sabrina instead of Secret Power. The Legend game is supposed to be more of a way for Game Freak to spice up the main formula while not affecting the main games too much. Makes sense. But yeah, for tomorrow with Mega Scolipede, it'll, like, I backported Mega Scolipede with its moveset, its stats, and it's holding a held item called Megastone. It's not going to be specifically called the Scolipedite, because changing the name each backport's going to be kind of annoying. It'll be holding the Megastone, so that way on our overlays on the little Pokemon card where it shows the little held item, it'll be a picture of a keystone, which is going to be really good. It looks more realistic. And then we'll just have a rule where we're not allowed to unequip it. Like, it'll just look way more realistic. It took a lot of work, actually, to... Well, a lot of work. It wasn't that hard to add a new item, but... I want to... Trying to figure out how to change the held item that your starter was given was a bit difficult. But I am kind of proud. I am quite proud of it. But we are going to actually make a separate leaderboard for it, for all the megas, because we don't want the megas being ranked with the normal backport Pokemon, because we don't really view it as fair. So they're going to have their own leaderboard. Legend Series is more realistically just low-budget cash grab slots for fans. Love to eat them up. Oh, come on, dude. The Legends games are both really good. I liked Arceus, and I'm liking ZA so far. Dang it. I guess Pokemon that intentionally wait to Mega Evolve like Gyarados are just unlucky. What do you mean? And guys, just a heads up, I don't want any, like, arguments over, like, whether ZA is a good game or not, cash slop, stuff like that. I see way too much of those kinds of arguments on social media. It drives me insane, so if we could all just talk about something else, I'd appreciate it. Oh, Psychic. Get Psychic. Like, you can just say you don't like the game, and we can just leave it at that. Oh yeah, Gyarados would lose its ground immunity, too. That would be a disadvantage for it. But honestly, in Generation 2, there's like 5 people that have ground moves. There are not that many of them. So I don't think Gyarados would really suffer that much. I don't know if, like, we'll start with the newly introduced Megas first, then work our way to the old ones, or if we'll just go in a random order. I'm not sure how we'll do it. Oh, almost forgot the PP up. Black glasses. I see your message, but I'm just going to ignore it. I don't want to read it out loud. Because I don't want to start arguments. I'm tired. Gyarados had its fighting resistance changed to a weakness. That is true. That is another thing I gotta think about. Yeah, so far, Venomoth has been doing pretty good since it got Confusion, but the power creep is going to catch up. I forgot to teach Psychic. Get rid of Leech Life. That move's garbage. Alright. And I'm going to use 2 PP ups. You know, equip Black Glasses. There really is nothing better to hold. Nice specialty drop. Wow, okay, yeah, Giovanni's just dumb today. Crobat, he was actually pretty tough. We're doing Mega Scolipede first because Ike wanted to do Scolipede anyway, but I came up with the idea to do a Mega Evolution series like a few days ago, so I just changed it to Mega Scolipede. It just happened to work. I don't know what the ordering will do. I don't know if, like, we'll do the new Megas first, or maybe do a... I don't know. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, like, the fact I don't want to, like, have to deal with seeing, like, more arguments and stuff, I'm gonna, if I ever choose to do any ZA streams at all, I'm gonna wait at least a few months before I do it. Because I don't know what people streaming the game day one had to go through in their chats, but it was probably bad. Their chats were probably really toxic. There's no power creep, only sleep powders that never miss. Alright, so after this, we are going to go through Erica, Cycling Road Training, then Koga, then Safari Zone. Also, I think we'll get access to Psybeam pretty soon. 36. Yep, level 36. Man, I just hate how little PP Thief has. But honestly, what made me really want to start doing the Mega Evolution series was seeing the stats on some of the new forms. Like, here's one example. Mega Chandelure, right? That thing has a special attack stat of 175. That is incredibly insane. And honestly, something that's gonna sort of balance out the Mega Forms a little bit, at least for Gen 2, since we're gonna be forced to keep the Mega Stones attached, that means we're never gonna be able to use things like Leftovers for Red. So if we're not allowed to use Leftovers, that could make Red hard. That pretty much means every Mega would need to use Rest. Oh yeah, Shield Dust is a great ability. I know this ability all too well. I've done way too many Weedle runs. Well, then again, Emerald is the only Weedle run I've done with a Weedle with that ability, but still. It was modern Weedle. It wasn't normal Weedle. Like, I backported Bug Bite and Electro Web. I mean, honestly, at some point, someone's got to do modern Weedle in yellow. Because modern Weedle in red and blue was surprisingly good. The main thing it really struggled with was Blaine, but it beat the game at only level, like, 85. It doesn't even need... And that was facing the Charizard, too. But I do kind of wonder how it would do in yellow. Alright, I'm gonna need to go heal up before doing Cycling Road. Oh yeah, something else I was mentioning earlier about the Switch 2 with the GameCube Nintendo Classics. I think they're going to add it on Pokemon Day, but it is confirmed Coliseum and XD will be on there. And I do mean it. I will actually stream a Let's Play on the channel for both those games. Because a lot of people say they're very good games, and I've never played them. So I think them being added will be an excuse to try it. But then, I remember Steve was asking, why not just use, like, Dolphin or something, just play it now? Honestly, when I do first-time playthroughs for something, I prefer playing it on normal hardware. It's just... what's the right word for it? It feels more authentic. Like when you do your very first playthrough on actual hardware. I mean, I'm playing on emulator right now, obviously, but this isn't a casual playthrough. This is doing challenge runs. That's different. Hope I'm making sense. Also, I saw that Kirby Air Riders got another 1 hour long direct, which is pretty insane. I'm still on the edge of whether I want that game, because I never played the original Kirby Air Riders on GameCube. And I know it looks like a racing game, but it's like a different kind of racing game. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm not sure. I'll probably won't buy it right away, but if I watch people play it and I really want to try it myself, then maybe. I mean, I haven't even finished Forgotten Land. Oh, God. Yep, of course, I should not have fought this guy. I should not have done that. That's an optional trainer, too. Dude, that guy is freaking scary. You want to know something? This guy's Hypno is... He actually has one of the highest levels for an NPC, like, trainer before the Victory Road. There are trainers in Victory Road with Pokemon in the 37 range. Like, that one Hypno is so friggin' strong. Like, it doesn't matter that it's good XP. Most Pokemon are going to die to it. Oh, I'm going to get Sleep Powder pretty soon. I should probably fight this guy first. Oh yeah, this will be enough. It learns Sleep Powder in time for the boss gauntlet? That's true. Okay, I'm gonna delete Secret Power? Yes, Secret Power. I don't need physical moves anymore. I'm gonna fight, this trainer right here, too. I am seriously out of healing items. I think I should be fine. The price of the game has nothing to do with tariffs. It's $60 for the Switch 1 and $70 for the Switch 2. 70 is just, whether you like it or not, it's just going to be the default AAA price for the Switch 2 games, like how 60 was the default price for the Switch. But definitely with first-party titles, I had this same argument with the Switch 1. I'm definitely going to think about it before buying any AAA games for the Switch 2. It would have to be a game I really want. Like, I'm not just going to buy it for the sake of buying it. But I think the dislike bombing isn't really from people, like, upset at prices. It's people who are pissed off at Nintendo over Power World stuff. I mean, from what I've heard, they raised the prices of, like, controllers and stuff, but, like, the base console remained the same. That's what I've heard. But let's talk about something else. But either way, it's not... People aren't dislike bombing it for the price. It's over Nintendo Power World stuff. Because there are a lot of people who don't like what Nintendo's been doing, so they're taking it out on the game in question. Because a lot of the patent stuff, it was involving Legends EA before the game even came out. So a lot of people are taking out their anger on the game and the players. Because I think that's what's happening. Damn it. Alright, we do need to be level 50, though, for the rival. Dude, I've got to remember that thing has insomnia. Honestly, I'm wondering if I should leave and go buy some calcium. No, I'll be fine. I can still... I'm just worried about reaching the EV threshold, but I'll be fine. Alright, I'm not going to be fighting anybody with Steel types. This guy I know for a fact has Electrode and Muck? No, Wheezing. Kinda sucks. The only Pokemon here that I would like to use Sleep Powder on are ones that have Insomnia, which is annoying. I mean, at least these ones don't have Psychic on their moveset. I mean, that one guy having a level 38 Hypno is insane. Like, there are trainers in Victory Road that have Pokemon that are level 38. So it kind of shows you just how high of a level that one Hypno is. I'm not going to fight that scientist. You want to Sleep Powder the Charizard? Aw, why? I wanted it to hit me with Flamethrower. Trust me, that was in the plan. I meant, like, straight Rocket Grunts. I wanted to use Sleep Powder on the Drowsies and Hypnos. Yeah, I don't mind having discussions with people about games, but I'm just not in the mood for it today just because I was at a gym with a friend for like an hour and I'm just pooped. Not really a gym, it's more like his parents' basement. Gonna save money on that crap. Okay, I think that's effectively all the people I want to face. I guess I can fight this person. He has 5 Pokemon, which some of them are good. He has a Golbat and Eradicate, but he does have Zubats as well. But the fact he has 5 Pokemon does make him good. Because it's more XP per second if you think about it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go buy vitamins. Alright. I don't want speed. I don't want HP. Maybe, no. Actually, I just realized I haven't bought super repels either. I used up all my repels from earlier. Water Pulse, Toxic, Bulk Up, Taunt, Light Screen. Do not delete Giga Drain, just in case. Okay, I'm gonna use 4 calcium. I mean, I definitely probably could have bought more vitamins, but I want to make sure I have room for the special attack, because my threshold is definitely getting there. Alright, let's go. I'm nowhere close to level 50, but honestly, I think I'll be fine. Oh, that's embarrassing. Just reset. I hate how that's my first reset. My first reset, I'm out of psychics. That's dumb. That's a really dumb first reset. Seriously? Okay, that is also ridiculous. I do not need to sleep that. That I would. Oh, dude, I was really hoping that would have been a two-shot. I was really hoping. That looked like it was going to be a two-shot, too, so I decided not to go for the sleep and just risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Oh, mine. There you go. Wow. Ouch. Okay, now... Oh my... Dude, Charizard. What do you got, early bird? This is one of the disadvantages with running sleep strats. It's inconsistent as hell. I hate this game. I mean, definitely level 50 would, honestly, I think level 48 would make it to where I don't need to use sleep powder on the egg. It definitely would, yeah. Nice future sight miss. You love to see it. The extra levels to Oko Eggy is looking pretty nice. Yeah, it definitely would be, but I already fought all the good trainers. I'd have to use early candies. I mean, if I have to rely on sleep strats anyway for other parts of the fight, there's still risk, you know? Alright, let's see. For Sabrina, spam Thief, sleep powder the Alakazam. We don't need to sleep powder or anything else. Surf to Cinnabar, fight more trainers. Be 54 or 55 for Blaine. 54 lets you guarantee the Ponyta is Psychic. 55 lets you have a favorable two-shot. Nice crit. Leap. That's fine. Hold up. I don't think I returned the gold teeth. Remember in Scott's old Fire Red runs, he would do a little mini scream whenever he'd see Lapras's front sprite? Good times. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fight Psych here. Honestly, I might end up doing Psych training. Dude, I just looked at my attack EV, remain at 50. I'm actually completely maxed out. Remember when I used my calciums to get to 100 special tech? See, I have 105 now. I was so close to maxing out my EVs. So it's a good thing I left and did the shopping. Or at the very least, I didn't buy other vitamins. So far, the under's looking very good. Honestly, it is looking pretty good. I expected Brock to be a lot worse. Gotta get the Scientist Braden candy. Dang it. I hate how those guys have vision now. In Red and Blue, those guys will not battle you unless you talk to them. But in this game, they have a vision of 1. You have to be right in front of them for them to battle you. It's so annoying. Alright, I'm gonna go train on Psych for a few levels. Because I am gonna want to be level 73 for the champion, I think. Also, I don't know why, but Scott's non-encryption mapper, the Versus Seeker property doesn't work properly. I don't know why. It just flashes between 1 and 0. I made a bug report in the server, but it's up to Andrew to look at it. The guy who works on Pokebite mainly. Let's see, what level do I need to be for the league? After Giovanni, stop by Fuchsia for both Substitute Morden Candy as well as Route 12 Candy. Slam all of them to be level 68 for Rival 6. Alright, so I'll have 11 rare candies, because Victory Road is the 12th candy. So 68 minus 11, that's 57. So I am going to want to be level 57. So yeah, I am going to have to do this Psych training. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, I can just train here till like level 55. Or honestly, 54. If I do 54, I'll just have to do Giovanni's trainers. But Giovanni's trainers are more efficient than Psych. But the disadvantage is you can only fight them once. This guy is rematchable. So I think I'll train to 54. And then I'll fight 1 or 2 trainers in Blaine's gym. And then all the cool trainers in Giovanni's gym. And hopefully after I beat Giovanni, I'll get to 57. Oh, I don't know. 54 might be cutting it kind of close. I don't know. The cool trainers have 5 Pokemon each. There's like 4 cool trainers in that gym. Honestly, I think I will train here till 54, but in Blaine's gym, I'll fight all the trainers that have at least 1 fully evolved Pokemon. So, like, the first one with the Ninetales, I'll fight. The Rapidash one, I'll fight. I think the second one that's not next to a quiz machine is good to fight. But I know the one that's on the second quiz machine is probably the worst one in there, besides the one Ponyta trainer. Alright, what's What's my move set for the league again? Psychic, Thief, Sleep Powder, Substitute. So I do want to teach Substitute over Psybeam for sure. I think this guy is fine. Think he has a Ninetales? Oh yeah, he does. The next one I know for a fact is not good. He has 4 burst stages, including a Charmander. Not this guy either. This guy sucks. This guy's good. Just one Rapidash, but Rapidash have very good yields. That guy's not good. I got the question wrong. Apparently I'm a Pokemon racist. I said all species are the same. The M28 is not Tombstony. Oh, a little neat Easter egg. In my ROM hack, the Pokemon Red Worldwide ROM hack that I still need to finish up, I'm like 95% done with it. I just want to make sure it's nice and well balanced. I might actually do a stream of me playing it. For like balancing purposes, maybe? Dude. But, I replaced the questions in Blaine's gym with other questions, and the question that I made, the Tombstoner question, is freaking funny. Okay, I really should have sleep powdered Rapidash. Alright, second try. If I did choose to get the rare candy on the Sevi Islands, I could have 12 candies before Giovanni and then 13 before the league. Pokemon's not balanced. No, I mean with like my... Well, John, remember in my backport, in my ROM hack, I backported all of the regional forms, like Alolan Vulpix, Alolan Sandslash, Paldean Tauros. I want to make sure the movesets aren't broken, because I also backported like 8 different moves. I wanted each move to have at least an 80 power version of itself. Like I backported Bug Buzz for my Bug move. I actually did have to nerf the junior trainer in Brock's gym, because, you know, he had a Sandshrew and a Diglett. Him having a Alolan Sandshrew that early was way too broken. Especially with the moveset it had. So I ended up taking Sandshrew off his team and replacing it with something else. I mean, I don't have to worry about the balancing later in the game, but early in the game is definitely an issue. And I did make the gyms a lot harder too, but I did edit the wild Pokemon encounters because I wanted every Pokemon to be catchable somewhere. So like on Route 1, for example, I included the chance to find wild Bellsprout and wild Oddish. Why did I do that? This ain't Gen 1. Alright, I'm gonna spam Psybeam here. Oh, interesting. I might actually be able to get a bonus level out of this. But still, I'm pretty sure I still have to fight this guy anyway, because I don't think Giovanni would give me enough XP. Wait, no, I'm already 57. I fought one... I think I might have fought a trainer in here that I shouldn't have. Wildcat Ray was interesting to go through. You were helping me one time, John? Are you free tomorrow night? For what? Oh, you want to help me, like, play test my ROM hack? Or is it for something else? Okay, I'm gonna use all 11 candies, go from 58 to 69. Well, I'm not sure Steve is gonna be free. He hasn't been really free as of lately since he started owning his own home. I mean, I was helping you with Pokemon Sun, remember? I remember I was helping you with, Bulbasaur. Oh, is it because you're doing a Scizor run? Oh, yeah, Scizor. Oh, you're doing your stream? Yeah, will I be free? Yeah, I should be, yeah. What time are you starting it, though? Eastern time. Man, I'm just gonna be a complete Giga Chad and just not use Sleep Powder. Alright, and I do grab the Victory Road candy. We want to be 72 at the start of the league. No, I need to do the... I mean, yeah, John, if you want, you can help me playtest it. There's actually still problems with, like, the map. Like, I edited the layout of a lot of the cities, but a lot of the objects, like, for example, the signs and stuff, needed to be moved properly. Yeah, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I can do that. I'll make sure to message you. Because I would like to get my ROM hack released before the end of the year. Honestly, feels very overleveled. Are you aware of the Fire Red Leaf, Green Leaf 4? I need level 72. I'm just needing one level. Remember, we have no setup moves, and our special attack is mediocre. And literally, our coverage for Lorelei is a 40 power dark move. Alright, I think just this one girl should be enough. A little bit too much, actually. It's a shame that everyone in here has too many Pokemon. I probably should have fought the Cloyster. No, that guy has 5 Pokemon too. I believe in Sleep Powder. Remember, it only lasts for 5 turns, and they can attack the turn they wake up too. So on average, they'll be asleep like 2 or 3 turns. Okay, so now I need to go get Substitute in the place of Psybeam. Alright, 1 rare candy. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so we only have to Sleep Powder Dugong, Slowbro, and Lapras. Great start. Okay, I'm resetting that. That's just stupid. 2 misses into safeguard. Wow. What the flip, dude? Yeah, see, look at that. 72 makes it a clean 2-shot. Otherwise, that'd be a healing loop right there. I'm not putting that to sleep. That cloister sucks. Thief. Okay, maybe I should have put that to sleep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I deserve that. I thought I would have been fine, but clearly not. Dude, why do I always miss turn 1 sleep powders? That was not the right move. Oh, fuck. Yep, no. I'm messing up Lorelei bad. Okay, waking up to hail, that's fine. Dude, this wastes so much text. Alright, you woke up, but I'm glad you didn't use amnesia. That would have been bad. Not even doing anything to that. This, I want to put to sleep. Nice crit. That, also. I'm going to use a thief, too. Sleep. Thief again. Psychic. Yeah, that would have been really bad at lower levels. Alright, the question is, I don't think Psychic is going to one-shot the Hitmons, because I don't get stabbed, but at the same time, it shouldn't be a big deal, because even if I get hit with Rock Tomb, due to shield dust, my speed will never go down. Wow, it's a range. Okay. Okay, yeah, this guy's the hiker today. He must have snuck into Fire Red. I don't know how he snuck in here. Alright, this fight is just substitute Psychic Gober. Alright, so for Lance, we gotta teach Attract over Thief and equip a Citrus Berry. It's better to use Sleep Powder first, then Attract. Use Attract on the Dragoners due to Shed Skin. At 73, Venomoth barely outspeeds Aerodactyl by 1 or 2. I outspeed a lot more than that. I must have a... I think he did the calcs assuming, like, 100 speed EVs. But the damage ranges, the extra levels definitely helped a lot. I think Lorelei, if I was level 70, would have been a lot worse. I would have needed more sleep luck. Kind of annoying that's not a 2-shot. Well, a bit too late for that. Nice special defense drop. Yeah, Sleep Powder and Attract is definitely a strat. Uh-oh. I'm not outspeeding those. Okay, at least Outrage does, like, no damage. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Yep. Scary face. I mean, it does definitely waste a turn of sleep doing that, but it does make it a lot safer. Oh, I guess I can't use sleep for a while. Yeah, Attract is a good backup here. In case Safeguard activates, you have Attract as a backup. Nice crit. Okay, I'm just gonna Psychic this. I will potentially sleep Attract the second Dragonair because of Thunder Wave, but it's the last Pokemon. What's it gonna do? Okay, a Lance was a little difficult, but having Attract there is definitely a great backup plan. Alright, now... Let's see, before the champion... Alright, return over Attract. Alright, so we're going to Sleep Powder everybody. The plan for Pidgeot, Substitute first. No, Sleep Powder first. Oh, wait, no, Feather Dance would have been fine. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been. I need return damage. Yeah, I'm going to Sleep Powder this first. Then Substitute. Psychic. Twice. Alright, Alakazam. Sleep Powder. Returns. Uh-oh. Okay, thankfully that's why I had the Substitute up. Yeah, the Substitute's just a backup plan in case I get hit. Oh, return into 2 Psychics was nice. Alright, return the Exeggutor. Nice clean 3-shot. $123.40. Hey, at least I second tried the champion. I did have to get 1 reset because of Feather Dance, but this was a very good run. Some of you may think this is overtraining, but honestly, I don't think so. Because you saw how much... You saw the bit of luck that was needed for Lorelei and Lance. If I was like level 68 for Lorelei instead, I would essentially guaranteed need minimum of like 4 turn sleeps. I would have gotten a lot more resets. Plus, training on Psych and getting a couple extra rare candies doesn't take that long. I still think this was the overall better strat. But I did definitely do a little too much training because I needed 57 after Giovanni to use the candies to 68, but I was 58 after him, so I definitely did a couple of trainers too many. This was still a very good time. And this did get the under, so how many people believed in me? A lot of people believed in me. Honestly, I thought this was going to do a lot worse. Like, having to just completely rely on Sleep Powder for a bunch of fights is rough. This isn't like Butterfree. Butterfree had Compound Eyes, which made it 97% accurate. Or no, 93% accurate. The point is, Compound Eyes with Sleep Powder is really good. Anyway, let me fill out this leaderboard right here, and then I'll show it off. So yeah, we were level 75, 10 resets, real time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 40 seconds, game time of 5 hours and 4 minutes. Alright everyone, so if we take a quick look at the leaderboard here, Venomoth is 25th place overall, 25 out of 39. So definitely placed kinda low. It was worse than Espeon, and honestly, Espeon was one of the better evolutions, but all the evolutions were kind of bad in this game. Honestly, I did a 5-way versus race of this a couple of years ago with all the evolutions. That video made me hate the evolutions. Especially Umbreon. Oh god. But I do think they can do a lot better, but the problem is with all the evolutions, they all have to grind in the forest before Brock to at least level 16. Jolteon had to go further than that because Jolteon has to use Struggle. Those Pokemon are not fun to play. They're awful. So even though I'm sure some of them could get better times, at the same time, I don't want to. I mean, Togetic has a lot of resets because it Metronome, and Parasect just because Charizard, you need Fire Blast misses. Awful. I don't want to do any of the evolutions again. I mean, Jolteon was horrific. But yeah, I don't want to do those again. But, oh, I just realized 35 is on here twice. Let me fix that. Okay, so it's out of 43. Okay, that should be better. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow, where we will be doing Pokemon Crystal with Mega Scolipede. And we're going to start off our new mini-series of Pokemon Crystal Backbirth, where we'll play with all the Mega Pokemon. Probably starting off with the new introduced ones first, but we'll see.